Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lavender Canyon, where we have been working on this beaver colony for the last 5 episodes. And I think it's about time we step things up a little bit. We need to get our bad water pump in today. We also need to get a fluid dump up in this area, which means we need to build these levees. And we need to get some dynamite going. Now that dynamite portion might have to wait. We might be a little bit behind in science points in order to get all of that, but that's what we're pushing for this episode. Now, I know that we haven't done any cuts or jumps or time lapses or anything like that so far for y'all. And I'm trying not to do that, but if it ends up being something that we need to do in order to progress a little today, I might do that. So just heads up, that might happen. Might not, but might. But anyways, so let's get our beaver started here. We're gonna keep on double speed. And in the last episode, we just nearly avoided contaminated beavers because I forgot to take out the stairs here. I know, bonehead move, but it happened. We're over it now. Everything is fine. No one got injured. We fixed it fast enough. This little guy over here has chopped down all the trees that are in our path to fixing our bad water situation. And I think we're going to get some stairs in today. Now, I did have Mr. Bud. He has been so helpful. Thank you, Mr. Bud. Let me know that I only technically need one tile as long as I can force the water off the map. And while that is super cool, I think we're gonna go ahead with our idea to do a little bit more. It doesn't mean we need more dynamite, but if we could at least get one section blown out and some floodgates in, that would hold us off until we can get to sluice gates, which I really want to do, because what I'd like to do is build up a dam that would let us channel some water along this whole back area to get to this, so we're not having to use a fluid dump all the time. But that is quite a ways off before we get to that point. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but still a ways off. But we can go ahead and we can lay some path in here to get to the area where we want to work on this. And I think actually it might be better to put a stairs in here and go this route. We'll be a little bit higher. I think we'd be better off if we were higher up here when we started dynamiting, because it'll be easy. It's kind of my thing. So let's kind of see what we can do here. That's not going to work out so well because we need to go up to there. So let's take that puppy out. If we put we can't put one there because then we can't get in there. You know what? I think my original thought was better. So let's go back to that. We'll put one in there. And then we don't have ladders yet. Ladders would be a big boon to us, so we might work with ladders. Uh-oh. What needs water? Oh. Our fluid isn't on. Let's turn that puppy back on. We don't technically need it because we have these guys down here, but these ones are closer to where the beavers live, so they're more likely to go to it. We have 4 open jobs right now, 1 baby beaver. So let's see. One's that fluid dump we were just looking at. Inventor, that's fine. Smelter, we do need to get someone into though. So we're going to hike the priority on that one. We are full on planks there. So I'm going to bump one of these guys down. So for wherever we stole for the smelter, we can get back in there. We aren't really building a lot right now. Oh, they started work on the levees up here. Awesome. Once we do that, we'll be able to come up here, chop this wood out, And then we can get an aquatic farmhouse up here. That would be awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and I know I was working on the stairs and I just like totally squirreled, but we're gonna go ahead and get this set up so they're actually doing something while we're futzing with that. We're gonna mark all this lumber for cutting, whatever is doable. And this guy will cover up into there. If we stick another one over here, he should be able to cover the rest of that. And then if I stick one over here, I know it'll mean we have a lot of open jobs, but we could always, these guys down here, we don't need all of them right now because they're about to cut down the last of the trees in here that we want cut for us. We could put a guy back down here. There's only a few left there though. So I think we're okay. Let's figure out this. This is going to be a difficult one. If I do platform here, we'd still end up needing platform someplace else. Our other option is to go from over here and come around. And then we would have wasted all of the time we spent chopping all of this down. But hey, it would be alright. No mistakes are ever made if no one dies. As long as our beavers are safe, we're good. Okay, let's see here. They're already working on building that stair, so we should probably figure out something. Honestly, I really want the ladders. We're doing it. We're getting the ladders. That will make our life so much easier if we put in that, there we go. Okay. That's still gonna mean that we need something else here. We only have the 2. That won't get us quite far enough, so we need the 3, which means we need another 400 science. All right. Our beaver that was growing up has grown up, and now we only have 2 jobs that are lacking, which of course is that guy. Do we have someone here? No, and that guy. All right, we're gonna have to open another house because we need a few more beavers. So we'll go ahead and open this one. Wow, that like filled up really quickly. I've noticed that if you build these big triple and double lodges, that if a single house opens up, you'll have beavers move out of those into the single. And I think it is partially because they want their own house. I don't like living in an apartment, but it's what I do. I'd prefer a house too. So maybe beavers are the same. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, let's see. So they're working on that. Let's go ahead and get a path to that. And then as soon as we can, I think we'll try and get the 3rd suspension bridge. And then we'd be able to levy that over there. And then they can build dynamite right there on top of that. Off of that 3rd suspension bridge. Which is cool. Very cool. Okay. We are getting some metal and now we have 5. So let's see here. Our dynamite or explosives factory, as they call it, needs 400 science. We really gotta get these up and running. Oh, they all are. Sweet. Okay. So we just have to wait a little bit for that science to be incoming. We are full up on water, so I think that we're going to pause that because we only need 2 to keep them topped up. And I think what we're gonna do is get some water a little closer to our beavers by putting a little bit of these pit tanks in. Yeah, they only hold 60, and we do have this guy here. but we are almost topped off on water right now. And my game plan is always to be expanding water. No matter what we do, we're expanding water. I know I'm playing normal mode, so I won't have any of those super huge, droughts or bad tides. Lost my train of thought there, sorry. I won't have any of those, but it does mean that we still have quite a bit of water needs because we've got multiple areas of fluid dump. Oh, autosave, thanks for the pause. So yeah, we've got multiple areas that we have fluid dumps in, so we need to make sure that we can supply the fluid dumps. If we have to, we can always shut them off during things if we don't end up getting enough. We're gonna go ahead and put in, where do we want these? I think I kind of want to spread them around a little bit so that they kind of fill all over the place. Because this is a fairly large area. One fluid dump is not going to be able to fill this. So we're going to have to do multiples. And let's see here. I really want to go like up like this, I think. And get us back over here. Because if we've got aquatic farming and this is full, we also could put in some regular farming up here as well to kind of cover. Maybe we put in a district center here at some point and make this all one district. This is a district though that would be reliant on the main district for water, so I kind of don't like that idea. I like to get them their own water source, so that's why I'm thinking maybe we could put in some taller floodgate sluice system over here long term and shuffle some water this way along this back side of the map, but we'll have to see when it comes to what it comes to when we kind of get that far along. But it also means I don't want to plant a farmhouse here and put farms in and then have to move it right away. So it's like this catch-22. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? But we could totally do that and then put some sluice gates in here to help keep it from flooding. That would totally work. Oh, let me connect this path up. Why not? That's a really rough path. That'll probably change quite a bit. Alrighty, so how are we doing down here? We've got 10 metal blocks. We're up to 285 science, which is good. And what did I say? We need 400. Oh, no, I need bad water pump. That's what we were looking at. Bad water. 250. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the explosives factory, wasn't I? Alright, so our bad water pump can go in here now. So let's go ahead and grab that guy. Flip that puppy around. Do I want to put him here? Let's flip the door, yes. We're going to go ahead and put 2 in. And then we're also going to need some fluid tanks. So let's put a couple of the large ones. I'm sorry, the medium ones. We're going to put them over here. I think that one can go right into there. And then we'll put that one there. Okay, cool. And then let's see, is there a way for us to get a little power over here so that we could put in the explosives factory right here? I don't think this is going to be strong enough once we start pumping from it to actually do a wheel, but let's try. We can put it in there and we can see how it does, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I don't think that's going extremely fast right there. That's not going to be a good spot. Maybe we do 2? Alright, that means that then we need... You know what? We could skinny that down with a couple of levees and make that more powerful. And that would also allow us to put the explosives factory right there. Let's see where... I'm always forgetting where that guy is. Yeah, that would fit right in there. Can't unlock. Yeah, I know. I was just joshing. You can't do that quite yet. Alright, so then let's run path right like that. And then we could conceivably put in our... What do they call it? The centrifuge? That requires 200 power. Dynamite is only 150. Does require a lot of metal blocks. The dynamite does. And a lot of gears. Well, not a lot, but more than we have right now. Okay, so I'm going to high prioritize one of these and one of these while I'm futzing here. Bad water. Okay. And then I'm going to, let me just use the priority tool. I'm going to put these in as second. And then we'll leave those 2 wheels as third. Because we can't put down our explosives. Though we're a little ways away from that. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter there. Oh no, bad tide already? Okay, how are we doing on food? We're doing rather well. We have 420 potatoes that haven't been baked yet, and we have over 700 food. Because we are going to lose all of this again. Yay, fun! 2 bad tides in a row? That's kind of brutal, isn't it, game? Alright. That's alright. It's alright. It won't be more than a couple of days. Usually the second one isn't too bad. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to... I guess it doesn't really matter. We've got 4 beavers incoming, but we have 7 empty jobs. Fluid dump doesn't have one. Inventor. Lumber mill. All of those lumberjack flags I put up here don't have people. I think this is the only one. Not the path, please. Oh no, that did have one for a minute. But he stopped. He went and did something else. That's fine. Alright, so let's do a quick double check. We don't have anything that can cause an issue this time. Plank-wise, we're still full, so we're good there. Gear-wise, we're up to 48. I think that we are doing rather good here. I don't think that the bad tide is going to kill us too much. It would be nice to have this pump up and running, though. It just needs logs. Okay, come on, let's finish that up, please. We'll get ourselves pumping some bad water. Alright, our tapper shack is not full of that, but close. We have lots of berries, dandelions, and chestnuts are going to this guy, which they have a fairly good supply of. Let's make it so that on our next go around, one of those beavers fills that spot. We are doing well. As far as well-being, except for the injuries, and honestly that probably comes from the smelter. The smelter tends to injure beavers faster than these other jobs that we've had them doing before. So that's unfortunate, but kind of one of the things that happens. Oh, the pump is up and running. The pump is up and running. Okay, so through this bad tide, we'll throw one of our beavers who is working in the water pumps right now into the bad water pump, and he can pump as the bad tide comes upon us. We still have 1.7 days there. And one building still needs... Oh. Okay. But other than that, we're doing pretty good here. Love to see it. Alright. Oh, we got this in up here. Sweet. Kind of want to see here if we reroute along here. Leave the back block. We could do a couple blocks wide and a couple blocks deep through there. And come in somewhere in here. And then that means if we put our... I don't want to put our aquatic farmhouse in there then. Maybe we put the aquatic farmhouse over here and then just put in a new stair. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? We could just reroute water straight along there then. It would fill things up. Trying to think ahead so I don't have to replace some of this stuff that is in other areas. Okay. Beavers are mostly asleep. Kinda, sorta. Poor things. Seems like they're not getting enough sleep. And we still have one whole full day before our bad tide starts. Okay, why can't I click that now? We're a little shy on water, but I think they'll make it up today. These trees are going great gonzo. We're probably going to lose some of these. Now that we have some metal blocks, we could put in a bit of a buffer here. The contamination barrier costs 400 science. That's a lot of science when we're trying to gather science for dynamite. And we need 400 for that. Alrighty, we're just gonna let that kind of run its course. We'll get someone working on the bad water. How many? We got three jobs. Bad water pump, lumber mill, and lumberjack flag. They're all up here, aren't they? Nobody in that one. You don't need to be there. Go work in the bad water tank. Where did they go? They went to this one over here then, didn't? Yeah, they did. Little? Okay. I am going to go ahead. Carrot storage is almost full. So that's not going to work out well. What about the sunflower storage? I'm going to have them harvest. Not what I wanted. I'm going to have them harvest the sunflowers because those are going to get hit really hard with the bad tide. And they all went to sleep. I should have done that a little earlier. But maybe when they wake up in the morning, they'll go ahead and get that done right away. We're about to get slammed here. I'm going to go ahead and... These guys, why aren't you all the way up? That's all the way up. So is that one. And here comes that... Oh. See, it always floods right there when you get that switch. It doesn't matter when it's water. But when we go from nothing to full or bad water, it always comes on floods right here. And I know on a previous playthrough of this map, putting stuff in here didn't really help. It just pushed that down farther. So I'm not quite certain what to do there. If we had some contamination barriers along here too, that would protect this as well. But I don't know about that. I don't know. If we can get these guys up and running, the fluid dumps up here, I mean, we could see how far the green will spread. And we can kind of see what would help there. Almost half tempted to build a reservoir right here, shuffle into a reservoir into there and then out. But that would take a big chunk of the map. I guess if we can get our bad tide portion done, then we wouldn't have to worry so much about where we plant. We got almost a full tile in there, so I think we're pretty good on that. I didn't pay attention. That must have been a 3-day? Must have been a 3-day bad tide. But I don't know why I wasn't paying attention to that. I can go back and look. Y'all know. I don't know, but y'all know. Okay, who has nothing to do? You. That's fine. We don't need you over there right now. Go find something else to do. All right, we're up to 36 beavers. So if we think about this logically, get my calculator out because math is not my strong suit. 36 times 3 is 108 water a day. And if we take that times like 12 days, that is 1,296. So 1,300 water. So we have enough water in stock right now without even being full to go through a 12-day drought or bad tide, which is kind of like the top, I think, for normal mode. So I think we'll be all right. These guys, we lost our potatoes all over in here, which we knew was going to happen. We're going to switch them back off. They can go do something else. So that's kind of far in. We lose some carrots every time. We lose the potatoes. We lose the sunflowers. That one right there. It's like so close to being done. Okay. Looks good though. We might consider putting in a fluid dump here for those longer drought periods. That would mean that we could top this off if we needed to. Which would be an interesting thing to think about. Oh. Autosave has gotten bad again. And we're almost done with this bad tide. No incidences this time. Alright. One medium take in, and this guy is pumping for us. These guys are in. We're at 421. So let's see here. We need, what am I looking for? Oh, the explosives factory. Yes, we do want to do that. All right, we're going to put it low priority though, because I need to get these water wheels in before we can do that. So I'm going to pump up the priority on those. We are also going to need a warehouse for some dynamite. And I'm kind of thinking we probably want to put the centrifuge in here. If we have enough power, we might not. We might try and stick a couple of windmills up here and then bring them down to help power this. I don't know. We'll see what we've got. We also could put in a few more water wheels here. To help with power if we needed to. If we stockpile some dynamite, we wouldn't need all the power all of the time anyways. So I think maybe we'll put a warehouse in over here. That one's a regular warehouse. We can't, can we? Yes, there we go. That works really well. And we'll say dynamite. Awesome. Okay. What else have we got our beavers working on? We're going to have them plus that up, plus that up. How many? We need 30 metal blocks, which we exactly have right at this moment. I'm going to drop this guy's priority so they don't throw those metal blocks into there first. Another thing I'd like to get would be the large water pump. And that requires treated planks. Which means treated planks are what? They're 800. Oof. Oof, that's a lot of science. That would have to go here though. And that would leave this empty in here. We need more planks if it came to that, so we could put in a couple more, another gear and another plank. Because treated will take a lot of planks up. That would mean we need to get these power wheels up and running first though. They got all of that replanted. And this guy over here is working on replanting in there. They'll go ahead and chop these and then he can replant those. I wish you could prioritize the lumberjacks to take down the dead trees first. That would be a really cool thing when your area is like this and gets inundated with a bad tide. Because that's a lot of trees that aren't planted now because of that. So we've got no growth going on there. All right. We don't have any wood storage up in here, which means that these little beavers are running pretty far to get lumber to his storage. So why don't we put one there? Say we want logs. Good to go. Actually, I need to prioritize that a little higher. Okay. He's almost cleared out all of this area, and I think... Let's figure this out. We really need to get this cleared up. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and for this little guy here, I'm going to unprioritize cutting on these guys so that he will start on some of this down in here because he'll get that. He'll get part of that. This guy will also get part of that. Maybe if I put a path in, I think that'll work. If I add... Oh, you're in the way, aren't you? No, he still gets the same amount. Am I gonna have to like literally put a lumberjack flag in there? You know what I can do? Let's do this. Let's put in a stair there. That would be direct on the path line. And then why don't we put our... I'm gonna mess everything up for a minute. Food-wise, the aquatic farmhouse, yeah, needs one more. So if I take and I put in this path, and then take out this path, I'm also going to clean this up a little while I'm at it. Alright, and then we'd be able to put the aquatic farmhouse right here. and then he's going to cover most of this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause that guy. This one's already paused. This guy right here doesn't have anyone in it. I'm going to throw a lumberjack flag down in here and put it at a high priority. That should get them building that, and then its cut radius is down in here. It'll take care of all those trees down there. I'm gonna need to high prioritize some. Ooh, first power wheel over here is up and it's giving 130. So the second one will get us over the hump to have enough power for the explosives factory. Very nice. Oh no, I never checked these. I thought I had them. Oh no, I didn't, because you never know. These ones need to go down to 75. These ones. I am so smart. Alright, so that'll start filling up. We're gonna take them all the way up. That'll start filling up there. Good to go. Good to go. Should have caught that a little sooner. But we are good for water. All of our pumpers are back open now. So we're going to go ahead and just take 2 of those out. And you can go find something else to do. That one's got a lot of logs before it will be ready to open. Let's... Oh, we do have a beaver in there. What is this, Teshi? Thank you, Teshi. Very nice. Oh, we're almost full on that one. We got plenty of storage over here, though. Alrighty. Uh-oh, we're flooding something. We're flooding something. Let's see if we can knock this down just a touch more. No flooding, no flooding. Is that going to go away? I think so. Oh, it did fill up the pocket over here, though. Yeah, I think that was just too high for that one down there. This one we're going to take down just a little bit, too. I don't want to flood everything. Okay, cool. We're about halfway there, a little over halfway, so that's good. He's getting rid of all of this. Why does autosave gotta be so harsh? And then we'll pull him back out of there. But I'm thinking if we put a couple of sluice gate in the middle of this, that would be enough to let things out. I can't wait to have sluice gates. Why can't I say that? Sluice gate. Sluice gate. I can't wait for those, actually. How far away are we from those? 400 science. They also need metal. But we might be able to get those before we get our Badwater Tide diversion done, and that would make life so much easier. Because we could just put sluice gates on the bottom, build up our wall, and call it a day. I mean, we could leave that open, but I prefer to have something in there. But if we sluice gated that, our four blocks, I know we don't need to have all 4, but if we've got 4 sluice gates, and then our dam around here, sluice gates on the bottom over on that side, that would just make life so much easier. In this whole thing, it would make it so much easier. So maybe we should divert from large water tanks or large water pumps to sluice gates. Because the sluice gates would make everything just so much easier. Do sluice gates automatically have contamination detection in them? I've been kind of careful about what I've been seeing about those because I kind of wanted to see how they worked on my own. But yeah, okay, I think I want this to be a little better. I'm gonna shuffle that guy up just a touch. I want to hold a little bit more water in here. Okay, how we doing? Both of these are up and running. That one's only getting like 98, 99. This one's getting 330. That one's kind of got a weird flow into it. We probably should have thought about it and put a couple of levees right here to help make that do its thing a little easier. And we could conceivably still do that just by putting a couple of platforms in here to get to it. But let's think on that. All right, now I'm gonna put this guy up there. Actually, I'm gonna put him there. We do need to get these guys up here running though, otherwise we're not gonna be able to do anything over here. Wait, where did you go? You weren't done. I'm sorry. Tashi, where'd you go? I need these last trees done. Did we lose some beavers? Yeah, in the last couple of days we've lost a few beavers to old age. It happens. But I need those trees down. Do we have any of that? No. There's just a few left, and then you'll be good. Just a few. And then that can come out. We'll be all good there. Should have just put a couple of dams in here while I was building this. And we'll pause that. There's just one log in there. So one little beaver, holler beaver's gonna have to run over here and get that one. Alright, we need to up priority these fluid dumps, at least a couple of them. I'm gonna put them all the way up and then we'll kind of stagger those a little. They've started on the explosives factory. Okay, how's our beavers down here doing in the farming lands? We're doing pretty good. I think. Chestnuts. Let's look at our storage here. Both of our potato warehouses are full. We could use some more storage for potatoes because we consistently have them sitting in the field here, and our farmhouses are mostly full. Same with sunflowers. Do we not have sunflower storage? Oh, just that little one. Okay. Let's see here. If we do one there, we can't fit a path in between. But we could have double decker because of the... No, I want on top. Let's click that off for a second. No, not that way. Alright, I guess we go this way then. We'll put a sunflower storage, and we will put another potato storage. You know what? Let's do a pit pile there, and put in logs, that'll be closer to both or all three of these, which this one will be spatterdock once we have some spatterdock in. All right, how are we doing here? We have gears. We don't have planks. We have plenty of planks though. We have the metal blocks. I guess, oh, I told them to come up here and put these in, didn't I? All right, we also need some water storage up here because of, if it's right here, the haulers can just come across and grab it for them. Excuse me. It is fall in the US where I am, and I am allergic to fall. So my allergies are acting up kind of fierce, so I'm sorry if I sound a little off here today. All right. So that's another 4 beavers we need in order to, at minimum 3, once this is full. So we currently have 5 jobs that don't have workers. Lumber mill. Our fluid dumps. And our bad water pump. Which I don't really mind on the bad water pump because our tank is almost full and we don't have a way to use it yet, so that's alright. But I do want this guy to get up now that we've got those fluid dumps in. But we do need at least 2. I'll pause that guy. We do need at least 2 beavers into these guys. So I think I'd like to fill out this guy too. Alright. Autosave. Anyone else have their computer just like completely freeze when it autosaves? It kind of drives me bonkers. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pump up its priority. They'll build that house. We have 1 open bed, so that'll give us 4 open beds right now. Now this guy up here is full, so we could pause him and send them to this guy. And we can start seeing if that works. That has been emptied. The stair has not been made yet though. So I'm gonna up its priority a little bit. We can't do anything food-wise up here until this guy is built as well. We kind of got a lot of building things on the go right now for these poor beavers. And we are getting close to the time we need to be done for today. So let's take that out. We're gonna quick plant up. We're gonna do this mostly spatterdock and then a little bit of cactus. I mean cattails. All right. Okay. So for the next episode, we'll be completing our explosives factory. We will be working on figuring out how to get, oh, we have enough science now to get the sluice gates. Oh yes, we've done it. We have enough science to do the sluice gates, but we'll hold off. We'll get that next time. And our explosives factory is at 60%. Our fluid dumps are mostly in up here. We'll work on getting the remainder of this stuff. Look at how far that goes green. Nice. We will work on getting the rest of this completed in the next episode. And I think that at that point, we'll be able to start the bad water defense thing. Because we'll have the science for sluice gates. So we'll be able to at least get the idea of that built. And then we will also be able to what was the other thing we needed? There was something else. We'll have to get the dynamite too, which is 600. So we need another 1,000 science between the explosive itself and the sluice gates. But we're coming. we're coming up on getting this done. So I'm gonna hold it there for today. Let's take a look at our beautiful little beaver town. Doesn't that look awesome? We are getting there. We're getting there. I think maybe in the next episode we might have this bad water area taken care of. So thank you for watching. Please go down into the comments and tell me if there's something you think I should do differently, something that I did stupidly, or just to say hi. I love to say hi. So I try and answer every comment that is made, and I will shout you out if you give me some advice that I use in the episode. But there we go. That's it for today. So see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you next time. Bye.